Hello world! Dave here, you may call me mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Penny Arcades on the Rainslick, Precipice of Darkness 3. Anyway, I should note that even though we are going through the same dungeon twice, once with Tycho, once with Gabe, and we'll be fighting the same enemies twice, each time with different sprites, there are some minute changes. For example, that chest over there contains a Molotov quantity up instead of a potion quantity up. Also, they throw in Ben Conchera for some random reason. Yeah, nice to keep breaking the fourth wall there, Zap Boy. Keep going at it. It works wonderfully. I'm really laughing at it. But anyway, the enemies here aren't that much different. Though, like I said, the treasure certainly is. So what happens to be in that chest over there? Where, oh yeah, and like I said, off camera, switched Jim over to being a dino sorcerer. Yeah, magic boost is kind of nice, and well, as is the HP boost. And the Tube Samurai happened to learn supple there, which is nice. And ooh, the kinetic aid. That'll be useful for Mora somehow. I don't know how we'll get that to her. Often, whatever part of time and space she is, but whatever. Anyway, with all that said and done, Grimalmancer learned Decompressor. Some nice skills there. I'm not going to point out every useful skill, but there's some out there. And looks like both Gabe and Tycho are stuck in the same place. That's problematic. What, am I on Reddit or something? Jeez Louise, I'm suddenly seeing hyperbole and a half references everywhere. Oh well, I guess that actually helped. That helped obstruct progress for Gabe, and for Tycho. Yeah, if you didn't figure it out now, I'm guessing Gabe is stuck in some kind of past thing, though I guess that how killing the guys in the future and in the past at the same time, causality screwed up. It's wibbly wobbly tommy wimey ball. Great. Lovely. Like I said, I'm guessing this dev, like any good Brit, happens to love their Doctor Who. One of these days I'm gonna go and watch the classic Who episodes, but so far I only have access to the new stuff. The new series. The new series is good though. No complaints there. And it was about high time that I go ahead and switch up Mora's tertiary skills. I really feel, like I said, I feel Gardener is probably the best for her. I mean, just for the summons alone, it's a good, nice support skill to give her, if anything. Yeah, Garden, Tranquil Waters, and Dangerous Bees are both pretty handy. Although you can really have only one of those two gardens at the same time, so... But still, nice skills to have. Will come in handy in a pinch. In fact, I'll make extensive use of them repeatedly. And let's save that so I don't forget in the future, because I hate to forget the changes that I've made. Anyway, we got some new enemies here. Ungentleman. The Ungentleman happens to be weak to dark magic. So, Jim would be in a good spot right about now. Don't know what we're going to do here, considering that he's actually resistant to ice. So that's problematic for Tycho, but we'll make do with what he has. In fact, I don't even know why I decided that Cold Shoulder would be a useful skill to use there. Well, first, like I said, this is a blind run, and I'm just doing post-commentary on my blind run, so, you know. I don't feel confident enough with narrating a normal run, so, narrating it with doing commentary on a regular blind run, so, But yeah, these guys aren't anything too fancy. Do watch out for the Ungentleman, though. His duelist skill will do significant damage if you let him, so just to take him out relatively quickly if you can. Yeah, a couple of those back-to-back might have been a little dangerous. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with well, we do have to deal with large groups of them, just not in that fight. Probably in that fight, if I recall correctly, though. But yeah, so we're mostly here just to loot the treasure. So let's see what that raccoon up there is guarding. That is, in fact, a Ragoon. He's alongside an Aconist, the little sphere thing there. The Aconist is, I believe he is weak to darkness, which is strange. He looks like he's made out of darkness. Dragoon has no special weaknesses as far as I'm aware, but these guys they aren't too dangerous. Just go ahead, go full out with whatever skills you have, with the best skills you have available. Charge up it. You really don't need to charge up that much if you need to. So, I mean, just bring it. Just bring the best things you have, and don't worry too much. I mean, I still don't understand the point of some of these skills, though. But some of them, yeah, like I said, there's some. So yeah, these guys aren't like. They have no weakness. They have no special skills as far as I'm aware. Nothing too dangerous, and honestly, you could probably just start off and you could probably just use Garden of Dangerous Beasts, and that'll probably, and that thing's auto attack will probably deal enough damage to clear the path for you. I'm actually a little disappointed they don't have like a combo system in place, but I guess with the Garden of Dangerous Beasts, that'd be a little. Actually, no, they did this in Cthulhu Saves the World, and it turned out okay, but. Actually, no, they didn't. They kept those skills relatively constrained because they were horribly broken in the Breath of Death. Yeah, if I recall correctly. I didn't like Breath of Death that much, but it did pave a lot of foundations for Cthulhu Saves the World, so as long as I'm talking about games all made by Zeboid here. And Gabe happened to learn Flaming Fist there, which is nice, strength up, and it gives his attacks a fire element, so that's nice. Make him much more useful against enemies that are weak to fire, for once. Bunch of agonists there, nothing really fancy to worry about, and yeah, levels are coming along relatively well, I gotta say. Try to clear out every enemy you come across. There is very good reason for this, I will say that much. But yeah, these guys aren't too. We don't really have too much dangerous stuff to deal with here, so just fight through what we have. And we're going to be fighting through this twice, as you probably guessed the flow of this dungeon by now. So just clear one area with Tycho, then with Gabe, then clear it again, and go back and forth between the two. So I dealt with all those enemies off screen, and so let's go fight this guy. Yeah. Seems a little old. Oh well, it's boss time against the Decrepit. So yeah, we're fighting an old man. Great. I feel guilty already. But yeah, don't feel too bad. This guy isn't too This guy can be tough if you're not prepared, but otherwise he's pretty much a pushover. We're gonna start off with a Garden of Peaceful Waters, just because he won't be able to outpace the healing of it that much. I mean, he doesn't deal that much damage to begin with. He really will only hurt once the battle gets long enough. So with Garden Dangerous Water, you should be healing frequently enough that you should be in a good spot. So other than that, this guy is weak to earth magic, so just go let loose with Barry and bootstrap to Soul Calipers as much as you can, and you'll be dealing sufficient damage. Like I said, this fight is a war of attrition. You want to last as long as you can. He wants to last as long as he can, so that way he can actually deal sufficient damage with his Blizzard and Tempest spells. And you'll want to take advantage of your much better buffs and debuffs, so that way you can actually just whale him in with much more damage than he actually has available to him. 7,500 HP. Is a lot, but it's not. But it'll take us a little bit of time to whittle him down. But don't worry. You should be just fine. If you can get in a couple of good delays, that's fine. But don't push your luck too much. He's somewhat fast, but you could probably still manage to sneak. But you could probably do all right with you probably won't have to worry too much with interrupts, if anything. So yeah, just keep going at it with Burry and Soul Caliper, and eventually you'll break him down. He really won't have too much to work. I mean, you can throw in interrupts if you want. It really doesn't make too much of a difference. But if you can throw in an interrupt just to be a dick, oh, feel free to. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt you. In fact, it'll probably help your chances, because once he gets up to 140%, you're gonna have to watch out for that Tempest, because it could deal some significant damage. I mean, the Garden of Peaceful Waters doesn't heal that much every turn, and the fact it's constant is more what makes it useful, if anything. So yeah, just keep going, Soul Caliber Barry, and eventually you'll wear him down. He'll be fine. Throwing throw in a double tap every now and then, and you'll get away with it. With everything here just about fine. You'll come out of it relatively unharmed. See, he's trying to deal some pretty reasonable damage at 140%, but we just managed to burn him out too much, so tough luck. Anyway, got some decent skills there. Looking forward to Gale Force at least, but I'll have to try that out later. Half a book. Huh. Inconsu. My mother knows French, we should probably ask her about that. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, now we're gonna have to go through this again with Gabe, like everything else, and we'll be refighting the same fights again. So, same amount of... So, it's, really, the only thing that's changed now is the treasure. Well, it's the treasure and the boss. I'll get to that soon enough, but let's just go ahead and grab all the treasure first thing first, because yeah, they don't even change the battle conditions on the special conditions on the battles. It's probably so far this is definitely my least favorite dungeon, just because of the fact that it makes you do everything twice. I mean, it has a nice little time travel motif going there, and it's not really, but it's not really my thing. It really doesn't go that well. Are you supposed to be someone special? As far as I can tell, you look like Christian Shaw. Can't believe Christian Shaw is actually broken out lately. Whatever. I'm really getting distracted when I'm thinking about Christian Shaw of all things. Anyway, you find a vaccine in there. That gives, well, status immunity. Not bad. Not a bad little accessory that we could equip. Probably be useful on Gabe, since we're giving him all this Crabomancer stuff. We'll deal with the boss a little bit later. I still don't know how... I'm still gonna just pretend that all this causality stuff's just not making sense here. Anyway, we find $3,000 in that chest this time, so that's actually a solid amount of money there. Much better than the $1 troll. And yeah, we can't seem to get to that last chest up there, which is looks like it's at a dead end. What is the point of that? Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. But for now, we're just gonna have to... For now, I guess... Hey, pass me. I know what happens. You just end up fighting the boss. Just go to the boss already. No, don't... sometimes I wonder why I spend so much time looking for things. Yeah, I swear that it was annoying me so much that I couldn't get to that last chest that's at a dead end, that I just kept looking forever and ever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight that boss eventually, so, yeah, actually now I think is about the right time, so... And he looks a little different this time. He's actually standing on his hind legs. Sorry, I went through that a little fast, because it's boss time against Vital! If Decrepit was a war of attrition, Vital is a blitzkrieg. This guy will kill you fast, or you will kill it fast. It is pretty much the best way to describe this. You want Jim to defend very early on, so that way he can just go in and blast Vital repeatedly with Dark Surge, because this guy is weak to Dark Magic, and Dark Surge does walloping amounts of damage to him. He still has the same amount of HP as Decrepit, which is like 7,500, but Dark Surge does more than 2,000 a blast. So that, yeah, that can take him out relatively quickly. Don't even bother with prophecies, just mow him down with just defend and mow him down with Dark Blast. That's really all you need to do. Just Dark Blast him into oblivion. If you don't do that, you're going to be having to do some very careful conservation of potions here, as I've so thankfully described there. And you'll definitely want to go ahead, and when he goes and goes berserk to doubles his attack power, you're going to want to make sure that attack hits Gabe, because it will one-shot Jim. And probably one-shot Gabe if you don't have him Hexaskeleton at the beginning of the fight. Like I said, this guy hits like a Mack truck. I mean, his physical attack does a lot of damage. He has a double slash that does double damage. He can double that damage. This guy hurts. This guy hurts, and he's only using physical attacks. You're gonna want to blast him to oblivion with whatever you have. Dark Surge is preferable. 3 Dark Surges will be enough to take him out if you've leveled enough. Otherwise, it'll take 4. But whatever, you're still gonna be able to just demolish him with dark magic, like it's nothing. So don't even bother with anything but Dark Surge. Maybe just have Gabe throw in a couple other attacks as filler, just to make sure that the 3 Dark Surges actually do kill. There we go. Like I said, it's a Blitzcrank. This Fat Ike goes much faster than Decrepit. Huh. Well, lucky us, so at least I don't know that Tycho knows exactly where he needs to go. I should warn you that Vital actually killed me once off camera. I'm not kidding, this guy will kill you fast, and don't bother with anything that auto attacks, especially Dino Sorcery spells. Oh, that's just bad. That's just bad juju all around. Anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up here, so until next time everyone, I'm Dave. Remember, time isn't strictly linear. Take care everybody. There's still some weird causality things with the killing Vital and Decrepit. They're supposed to be the same guy, right? They look like the same guy to me. Whatever.